So go back to age 15 where all of this started.
When I was about 15 years old, I got diagnosed with clinical depression, and I was put on a drug called Celexa. Within that year, and I mean before that I was always active, like I was always like a really busy kid, I was always really happy, and adolescent hit, so clearly, you know, adolescence it's a tough age. And she put me on Celexa, and within that year I was hospitalized for suicidal attempts and clinical depression. And I was put in the psychiatric ward on South Street, Victoria Hospital, when I was 15 or 16.
Can I jump in? Yes, I went through some major rough times when I was a teenager as well. But the medical model would say, well, that was your disease. Mm-hmm. Well, look at the side effects of Celexa. Look at the side effects of every antipsychotic drug. You know, look, if I'm up here at normal and I start taking an antidepressant, what do you think I'd get very quickly? Depressed. You know, there's been not a single school shooting in history not involving a child who's been either on or coming off these psychotropic drugs. So. Yeah,
and even in the doctor's report, it always said she doesn't have any suicidal thoughts before I went on the pills. And as soon as I did, within a couple months, I was cutting, I was taking pills, I was just really, really sick. So I was hospitalized for about a week. They took me off Celexa, put me on Prozac, clonazepam, lorazepam, and Risperdal.
You were on 4 drugs at once.
I was, oh yeah, and probably even more. I don't even remember. My mom didn't even recognize me. I remember apparently I threw fits in the hospital. I like threatened everyone around me. I mean.
When did you experience the massive weight gain?
When I went on Prozac. Yeah, give Prozac to an adolescent girl. That's a great idea.
We've got a picture here.
Oh, and then, oh
just
God.
As a comparison.
That's me in the summer. That's this summer.
Yeah.
I'm 22 now, so that was like a long time ago, but yeah.
So what about Maximized Living gave you hope, and because again, now that we all understand the role of detox, the role of surge training, the role of nerve system, how have you put all that together, and where are you now?
Well, for instance, this summer, I obviously was a little bit bigger. I've lost 20 pounds since then from the healing diet. I also got...
All right.
And I also started feeling really sick. I mean, I wasn't really depressed anymore because I went off Prozac. When I was younger, I went off by myself without my doctor saying anything. I just decided to go off by myself. And within that year, I was back in school full-time and completely fine. And this year, in the summer, like I would wake up in the morning and I couldn't even move. My fingers were just so swollen. My back was just in so much pain. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night and I'd have the wind knocked out of me because my back hurt so much. I couldn't even vacuum. I couldn't lift anything up more than like 20 pounds. And I'm 22, so I know that's not normal. I'd be stiff for like the entire day. I remember being at the grocery store with my mom being like, is it weird that I could sleep on the floor right now? I'm so tired.
And then at some point here, your doctor's diagnosed you with ankylosing spondylitis.
Right.
Listen, if you all don't know what ankylosing spondylitis is, it's a debilitating form of arthritis. I remember you brought in the jar of drugs.
Oh yeah, it's
And
huge.
again, they said you were going to have to take those
for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And she said also that they were going to make me sick, so she could prescribe me something for that as well.
Right. But where did they say you were going to end up if you didn't take the medication?
I wouldn't even, they said that my back would fuse together, I wouldn't even be able to stand up, and that I wouldn't be able to move when I got older, and that it would get worse for sure. And even my family doctor was like, you have to take them, it's not going to get any better. No matter what you do, that's just a disease, like you need to do it. So I contacted you,
yeah.
And right away, and I was just like, I don't know what to do, you know, like I was kind of freaking out. And so we did a detox, and I kept seeing you, and they did x-rays, and then I went back a couple months later, and the doctor, actually her exact words, both doctors, my rheumatologist and my doctor, said, I'm in shock. She was like, I don't know what you did. And at first, like, she was like, I have no idea what you guys did, but just keep doing it because your back is fine. There's no more inflammation in your back. It's completely gone. I have all of my energy back. I can move my fingers in the morning. They did inflammation tests, and they came out completely fine. My back, she measured...
And they said no more ankylosing spondylitis.
Nothing. She was like, I removed your diagnosis completely. And she was in shock, and she